exercise and stretch, hands down, has benefits. There's no denying that. I just want to kind of communicate that if you're using only exercise and stretch to make a gain or to relieve pain that's mechanical in nature, you're going to hit a plateau. Mostly because the exercise and stretch won't deliver the adequate force in the direction that you need towards the isolated structure in order for you to get past that plateau. So let me use this example. I'm tighter here and I have trouble with good external rotation that I can't cheat out of. This hip has trouble turning in. So if you look at that structurally or mechanically, when I sit this way, it wants to push my trunk off more. I feel pain in my knee here, and I feel some stretch in my left, but it's just tougher, more uncomfortable, feels odd. When I go this way, I don't get pushed off. I can sit up without needing my arms. I don't feel any knee pain here. This feels very loose. I stretch all the time. So what typically would get told to me is do your pigeon, work on your hip opener, okay, and do your stretches. And it does, again, have a benefit that I plateaued with. I did mobility band work where I would put this around this hip, anchor it that way, and I have the motion improved. When the mobility band is there, I just hit a plateau. Now, why do you hit the plateau? This bone goes in here, and it's the femoral head and acetabulum. Now, covering or around the femoral head into the acetabulum is a ligamentous capsule. So you need to have a space and gap there. That's what imaging will show you. And you need that space and gap because say I want to flex. That is a rotation to flex, a slide back, and then there's a modicum of turning in for you to fully get this to come up here. Same opposite, if you want hip extension, this way, you're going to roll forward, slide forward, and get a slight turn out element. And you obviously need space and room to roll and slide in this joint. The reason why you hit brick walls and plateaus is you don't have that space. Or maybe you're rolling and you kind of hit. That doesn't mean you feel pain. It doesn't necessarily mean you feel the friction every time, but you're just stuck. You're not moving. But you can cheat in your body. So my pigeon in the right looks just like the left because you can distribute these forces down your leg and up your body, and it seems like you have the motion. So joint mobility work done upon you. That's what I do to get past the plateau or where people stay feeling crooked. If you don't have that, I'm gonna provide lateral hip joint mobility, posterior hip joint mobility, anterior hip joint mobility in a variety of positions that exerts force through your body, through your hip joint, so I can get it to move. That is when movement is necessary, because when I finally start to restore it, that's the moment where I want you to use mobility band with the motion and stretch into it because we finally unlocked you to make the gain. I have had some people say that they just don't even want to stretch because it feels futile, and I totally get that too, because when you're stuck, you feel like stretching doesn't get you anywhere. When you're finally here, rolling and stretching as you should, that's when you should be promoting the stretches and the motions that get the gains so that your outer structures, your fascia, your muscles, they can finally stretch because your hip joint itself has the motion allowing you to do so. So are exercise and stretch going to fix your problem? Only to a certain extent. If you still feel stuck or you hit a plateau, that's not the end, because hip joint mobility work combined with the motion at the time will get you past that point, and you will actually feel relief and make gains where you thought you wouldn't have them before.